What's up, everyone? Good evening. This is Parang, and I'm going to be breaking down today's sniper shots trades. Today was again a day where Nifty was in action, and Nifty dropped quite a bit after a long time. So this was the first profit booking that we saw in Nifty, and even in the overall market. So there were a lot of things happening, and we took three trades today. The market was slower. It actually picked up pace towards the later half of the day, and I think after 1:30 to 3 o'clock, 3:30, that was the time when the market was trending. So we took three trades, and I'm going to be breaking down all three of them. And I hope you learn something from it and you can apply it in your trading. Thank you. Starting off with what is happening in the indices. Before 12:30, I was not even active in the markets, and the market was really choppy. At that time, it was range bound. It was not moving, so I didn't really like anything. No opening drive moves. Nothing was really very attractive from a trading point of view. So ignored it. And this is what I shared in the morning. So you can see these kind of wide range candles. Now this is not what you would like to trade as a trader. Like there's such wide ranges, and although at this point Nifty looked really bearish, it actually gave a fake out here, and then it just kind of consolidated here for a long time after dumping. So this is Nifty Bank, and that's the reason was not really involved in the first half of the day. So just after this small consolidation, somewhere around 12:30 is where the first trade was initiated. Nifty shot at 515,784. The stop loss was 15,805. This is what I was watching. So I was kind of observing that it was kind of very weak, and I was expecting this entire area to get filled up. So this was a scalp, a very quick in and out trade. So this is where we entered, and right off the bat, I think after two candles, again, it tried to, so you can see this big wick around 795. So this again was quite a big range candle, and there was a lot of supply here, and then it just got dumped really badly. And within moments of taking the trade, we took our profits, we got out of the trade. So this was about the risk in the trade, and this is what the reward that we got. So very quick, very nice little momentum trade in Nifty, a scalp. And if I show you how it actually looked at on the chart, so this is the move that we captured. So if I make it a 3-minute chart, this is the move that we captured here, right here. So this is where we shorted. So let me mark the position that we took. So this is the place where we took our short positions. This was our stop loss, and this is what we were able to capture. So I was actually expecting a continuation move on the downside, but just after this candle was halted, and when you're trading options, the premium spike was good enough at this area, and usually the stop for this should have been somewhere around 15,800. So this is the actual range of your stop loss. But since I told you that the market was volatile and the market was making a lot of wide range candles, so for safety, just to be safe, on the safer side, I kept the stop loss just above these wicks. So this is the first trade that we took. The next trade that we took was Axis Bank on the short side, and around 12:53 p.m. So Axis short at 747, and the stop loss was 749.5. And this is the first starter entry that we took, and I wanted the 746 level to break nicely for a momentum flush down on the short side. And I told everyone I'll update when to add size, and specifically mention don't oversize, because when the market is kind of trending, and till this point it was quite obvious, the short was very obvious, and that's why I was kind of very skeptical about whether this is going to give us a continuation or not. So and this is the place around 12:56 when it was trying to break the 747 bids, 746 bids. I asked everyone to add with a very tight stop of 748. So we were risking about 1 rupees, and somewhere around 748, 748.20s was the SL. So risking about 1 rupee to gain 4 rupees. So that was the idea. It had to be a momentum flush down. So 1.2 rupees was the risk. And immediately around 105, I think just after 7 minutes, 747.3, I think 30 paisa above the entry, or 30 paisa was the stop loss here after exiting. So basically, I told everyone to get out. We will wait for another trade. It had to move instantly, but it did not. So if you look at this, it kind of dumped here, and then it kind of took support here, and there was some demand, and then again a wide range candle, they're getting formed right here. So didn't really like it. A very small loss we took, and so we cut our loss, we cut our ego, and then we moved on to the next trade. So then Europe opened around 1:30, 12:30, and then I wanted Europe to settle down. I wanted to see what the global markets are doing, and what Nifty Bank Nifty, do around that area, around the institutional time zone, around 1:30 to 3:30. So at around 2 o'clock is the next trade. So let me first show you access of what exactly the trade was. So this is where we kind of shorted access right here. So if I show it to you, this is the place where we created the short position. This was the stop loss, 748.20s was the stop loss, and was targeting a break of this low. And this was 745, 744 levels was the target. So this is the risk reward, and this is the trade that we were eyeing at. But unfortunately, it did not work. But we took a small loss, and then we moved on. The next trade was Hindalco, short at 381.50, and stop loss was 382.80. And after it took out the 382 bids, the stops were updated to 382 rupees and 10 paisa, basically a 60 paisa risk from our entry. Now Hindalco initially moved quite instantly, but then it kind of consolidated. It was one of the strongest on the metals pack, and this is where the stock selection could have been better. That's what I feel. But still, it tested the patience, but slowly and slowly. So this is what I was telling everyone. We need to manage the trade. We will hold it for a bigger target, because I was quite bearish on metals. One of the reasons was Chinese policy changes, which will curb exports from India to China. And that would mean lower margins. And that's kind of a sentiment hurter for these metal stocks. So if you look at Hindalco, you can see 34,400, 380 bids were just holding very nicely. So this is what I told. Trade will be successful only if 380 is taken out. And around 2:49 p.m., so waited for 50 minutes. The stock was kind of quite range bound, and it was just moving in like a very, very specific zone. So if you look at this, so this is what I was actually observing. So this was the VWAP, and I was kind of watching this particular trend line, and this area was where we shorted. So 381.50 is where we shorted just after this, because it got rejected around the VWAP. This was an area of supply, and then it kind of dumped instantly here and then consolidated here for a while. And this is the place where we added more size. It consolidated again and then finally gave the move. So if we look at the risk reward, and if we look at the position, so this is 381.50 is where we shorted this, and 382.10 was the stop. And this was the reward that we were aiming at. Most of us exited somewhere around here, but it actually was 320. So some people exited here because of the intraday restrictions. And this was a very good 1:3, 1:4 risk reward trade. It actually tested patience, because there was so much consolidation, but eventually it gave the move that we were looking at. So here is what you can see. It was not moving as expected. Trail cost to cost 381.50. So now we were even out of the risk. 380 break was what I was looking at. It was kind of a dull trade, and it's not something that you're very used to when you're a momentum trader. And this is what happened next. So then I alerted everyone that the bids have increased to 46,000. Now that's basically they're trying to hold the bids, and now it's gonna just try to break it, because everything was kind of very, very weak. And then we see a volume spike with big range candles here, which is very evident that the demand is trying to get absorbed here. And then Hindalco tried to push down here with a volume spike. And then if you see what happened in the end is this is where we kind of exited the trade just around 3:24 p.m. And this was a very good risk reward trade. So that's a wrap from the Sniper Shots recap. I hope you learned something from it, and I hope this will help you in your trading. Thank you.